Don't let anyone tell you that you can't get enough protein on a vegan diet. These high protein breakfast recipes are gonna blow that myth out of the water once and for all, so let's get into it. Going to be showing you 3 high protein vegan breakfast recipes in this video, but I'm also going to be sharing some strategies that you can use to layer on protein. And you can use those strategies to make these recipes or really anything that you're making at home. This will really apply and help you to build a really hearty protein packed meal in a flash. It's really easy to do once you get the hang of it, so I hope that you find this helpful. I want to thank Ritual for teaming up with me on this video, and please give this video a thumbs up if you are excited about high protein vegan breakfast. And with all of that said, let's get started.
This might look like a basic bowl of oatmeal, but a basic bowl of oatmeal, according to the package directions, if you make it the way that it tells you to, is about 5 grams of protein. So I'm going to start with some water and some soy milk. Using soy milk as opposed to other kinds of milk will add an extra 5 grams of protein. Now this is going to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how thick you want it to be, but you can definitely use instant oats if you're short on time. Then we're going to stir in some chia seeds, which not only add a little protein but also lots of nutrients and fiber as well, including calcium. Then I'm going to add in some protein and omega-rich hemp seeds, and I actually just read an article that said that 25% of the total calories in hemp seeds are made up of quality protein, which is actually significantly more than chia seeds and flax seeds. And then finally, I'm going to add some sunflower seeds. This is going to add some more protein as well as copper, phosphorus, selenium, vitamin E, lots of good stuff. They're also really good in savory recipes too, like nut roasts and meatloafs and on salads. So good. So I like to top this with a little bit of almond milk yogurt, some berries. I used fresh and frozen today. And then the last protein-rich ingredient is some peanut butter. This is going to add more protein and minerals and fiber and all that good stuff. What do you know? 21 grams versus the 5 in plain oatmeal. Pretty cool, huh?
So I know that a lot of YouTubers will start sentences with the phrase, I get a lot of questions about blank. But in this case, it is so true. I get so many questions about vitamins and supplements. And that makes sense to me because a lot of people are confused about which supplements to take, especially on a plant-based diet. And I felt the exact same way. And that's because it's confusing. There's a lot of sketchy marketing and weird ingredients, and it's hard to know which ones are good and whether or not you need them and why and where they came from and what's inside of them. And because of that, I have personally been taking Ritual vitamins for about a year now, and you guys will know that I keep teaming up with them because I really take them. So it's a very natural thing for me to want to talk about because I do get so many questions and I personally love them. One of the reasons I love Ritual vitamins is because it doesn't have unnecessary ingredients that you don't need, and I eat a wholesome plant-based diet, so this really just helps me kind of fill in the gaps. And I also like that the ingredients inside are traceable, so you can go to the website and read about where the ingredients are from, and a lot of times it's really cool to see that their ingredients are found in Utah or Connecticut or Norway or Canada or Italy, and they kind of explain why those ingredients are important and why they're there. So not just where they came from, but why they're there, which I really like. I also love that these vitamins don't have colorants. They are sugar-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, and I love being able to support a female-owned business. So if you guys are looking for some great vegan vitamins where you can find vegan omega, DHA, and vitamin D and iron and all those good things, then definitely click the link in the description box below. Use my code to save 10% off your first 3 months. And let's get to our second breakfast.
I'm just going to start with some onions and some mushrooms. I add this to a skillet and I let the mushrooms brown for a few minutes and then add some salt and pepper. And I'm just going to wipe the pan clean and use the same pan to cook my just egg. This is going to add 10 grams of protein to my breakfast, but you could do this with tofu scramble or chickpea omelet. The trick really is layering. So the first thing we're going to do is add some beans. This is not only going to add protein, but it also adds fiber, folate, and potassium. The mushrooms aren't just a side dish, they also add some protein as well as the veggies on top. And then instead of just ketchup, I like to add some extra protein and also vitamins, minerals, and flavor and creaminess with some hummus. 3 tablespoons has about 3 grams of protein. And altogether, this breakfast has a whopping 20 grams of protein because of the way that we layered it. So it would have been just 10, but we got it up to 20. The texture of Just Egg is really unbeatable, and then having that creamy hummus and then that little bit of kick from the sriracha. It's such a simple meal and such a quick thing to throw together, but it honestly is so tasty. 10 out of 10 recommend.
So this breakfast on its own has 20 grams of protein and quite a lot of vitamins and minerals as well. But I actually found by plugging in the numbers onto Cronometer that if I, instead of using the Just Egg, and I did a tofu scramble instead with 4 ounces of medium tofu and a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, I could actually get this exact same breakfast up to 24 or I think maybe even 25 grams of protein. So really, really impressive numbers there, very easy to do, and something that I hope you guys will try. Up next, we have one of my favorites, and it's a great way to utilize leftovers, so I hope you enjoy.
I really love all the breakfasts that I showed in this video, and I make them all the time in my personal life, but this one is probably my favorite right now. I love it, and it's a really great way to also use up some leftover quinoa. The quinoa is going to give us 6 grams of protein per serving, and it's already cooked, so we're just going to make this nice and creamy by combining it with some water and some plant milk. Now you can use any kind of plant milk you like. I used almond milk for this recipe and got it to around 14 grams of protein, but if you use soy, you can get it to 18. Like I said, I used almond milk and I really like this one, but I know that some people have allergies to soy or to nuts, so flax milk is a great option. I find that flax milk works particularly well in porridge. I don't love all milks for all things, but for porridge, a vanilla flax milk is nice. So I'm just going to add that into the pot with the quinoa and also a pinch of salt. This is going to just bring out the flavors and help to balance it so our breakfast isn't too sweet. And that's it. I'm just going to bring this to a boil and let it simmer. I'll stir it occasionally while I sip my coffee and put away dishes from the night before. You know, mom's scrolling through Instagram. And once it looks like this, when it's almost done, nice and thickened, I'll go ahead and add in some vanilla extract and also some chia seeds for extra protein and fiber, and then it's going to get its nice chocolatey richness from cacao powder. This not only adds protein, but also lots of antioxidants. Cacao powder is associated with reduced levels of inflammation in the body, and it also can help protect your blood vessels, which is cool. I'll link some articles below if you want to read about it. I sweeten this naturally with a little bit of maple syrup. I don't like to do too much, but I find that a little bit is a nice balance with the cacao, and then this is the best part. You kind of swirl it all together and it goes from being a beige porridge to this rich, chocolatey, decadent, beautiful porridge. And I like to top this with some almond milk or coconut yogurt. And then remember, fruits and veggies also have a little bit of protein, so I add a little bit of natural sweetness and a bit extra protein with some banana. And then you can top this with more nuts, more seeds, almond butter, whatever you want, but this on its own, the way I've prepared it, has 14 grams. It would have been 18 with soy milk, and again, you can get that over 20 with nuts and seeds. This is so rich and chocolatey and decadent, but well balanced, and it's a must try, you guys. It's so good.
One of the things that's so cool about eating plants is not only are you able to get your protein, but they come as sort of a package deal with all these really wonderful vitamins and nutrients as well. Usually something like beans, for example, has protein, but it also has iron and fiber and all kinds of vitamins and minerals. So it's just a nutrient powerhouse that is so cool to be able to add to your plate. And once you kind of get into the habit of sprinkling on a little this and adding a little bit of that, and it's about adding and abundance and, you know, what can you add to your plate to make it more nutritious. That's always my mindset with plant-based eating. I think that you easily meet your protein needs in a day and you can feel really full and satisfied. So don't let anyone tell you that you can't get enough protein on a vegan diet. I think that you absolutely can, and I would really, really love if you would do me a favor and share this video with anyone who asks you, where do you get your protein? Or if there's someone who's curious about going vegan or eating more plant-based meals and they just don't feel quite right, maybe they're not eating a good balance or they're not getting enough protein, protein, please share this with them. I really hope that it will be helpful, and I appreciate it so much. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Click the link to check out Ritual if you are interested in some vegan vitamins, and I will see you guys in a video very soon. Bye.